What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a grocery haul for you, and then I'm also going to be sharing a little bit of a meal prep, but mostly I'm going to be sharing 3 awesome and super easy crockpot recipes. If you're new here, I have 3 kids, 2 and under. I rely on my crockpot a lot to make sure we actually have dinner to consume at the end of the day. And the way that I've found to maximize the use of my crockpot is as during lunchtime, as soon as I get the kids down for nap, I get dinner started at that point, and then it's ready for us at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 at night, depending on when we can actually get to our food. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing 3 of the crockpot recipes I made. One of them is chicken fajitas, and it's awesome because it's kind of like you could throw it on tortillas, you could throw it on a salad, you could throw it on some rice. Super versatile, so I love doing that. It produces so much too, so if you wanted to take like a portion of it and freeze it for later. The second one is, I need you guys to make it, okay? I need you to make it. It is such an easy dinner. I don't even know what to call it. Teriyaki meatball ramen, I guess, which I know sounds crazy. I know, you guys are like, Kate, have you lost your mind? And verdict's still out on that. Most likely I have, but I'm not lying about this dinner being delicious and easy. And then the last one is, have you ever seen people make egg roll in a bowl? Everybody I saw making it was making it in a skillet, and I just don't have the time to stand above a skillet for 30 minutes. So instead I adapted it and made it for the crock pot, and it ended up being so good, so easy, and I'm gonna make that 100 times. If you are new here, thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Over here, I do a lot of hauls. I try to also share some dinner recipes, general hacks for how we can cut corners in life, because I know we're all really busy, and mostly I just try and keep it raw and real. So if that's your type of vibe, subscribe before you leave, okay? Before we get into the video, one more thing to indulge me with. I promise this will be fast. I actually have made the decision to take all of our Disney content, and it's going to be going onto a channel that I've revamped. We used to have a channel when we were living in Hawaii, and I have revamped that, and that's now going to contain all of our Disney content. I will just go ahead and link it down below. There's a video live on there now, so if you're into Disney, that'll be there. Okay, so without further ado, we will get into the video. There's gonna be some talking, there's gonna be some music. I hope you enjoy. All right, we've got our grocery lineup here for you. It's mostly produce today. I'm actually super excited because this is the first weekend in a while where we have no plans to have to go anywhere. So I can kind of actually like home cook and not have to think about cooking ahead of time. It can be like fresh meals and all of that good stuff. So anyways, diving right in, really the only frozen item I grabbed was this riced veggie cauliflower medley. It was on sale. I like having this in the freezer just for last minute sides for us and the kids. Big bag of apples. I'm trying to consume more apples in the new year just for nutrition purposes. Those are like really easy to grab and eat. And then also I have 3 kids, so I can easily steam those up and it'll be a great little nutritious treat for them as well. I got a big thing of celery. I have plans to make like a bratwurst soup, so I grabbed some celery for that, and then also a couple other meals we're going to be doing. I need to get to Costco again. I ran out of all of our shredded cheese. I worked through our entire back stock in the freezer, but for the meantime, I grabbed our favorite. I want to say I don't get this often, but lately I've been getting it a lot. But these are kind of expensive, but they're also incredibly tasty. So if you're looking for like a way to step up your meal, those bad boys are really good. Over here, I got a thing of coleslaw and some shredded carrots. I have plans to make some egg roll in a bowl. So those are 2 of the ingredients. I grabbed some sliced cheese to have on hand. Those were like 2 for $7 or something like that. Definitely not the best price point, but it's just to have for breakfast sandwiches and good stuff like that. I got 2 more things of their pasta. These are our favorites right now, the ditalini and the elbow macaroni. It's just easy with the age of my kids to be able to serve them this as their food, and they were on sale for $1 each, so not the best, but not the worst. I grabbed some tricolor bell peppers because I want to make some chicken fajita, and then I grabbed 2 bags of baby carrots. These are on sale. I can't remember. I think it was 2 for $1 or something like that. Also grabbed 2 cans of these sliced water chestnuts. That's for, one is going to be for the pantry to have on hand, and the other is going to be for the egg roll in a bowl. Now, lots of produce happening over here. I got some mini cucumbers for snacks for me. I got some sweet potatoes for all of us. Lots of broccoli for all of us. couple of onions because we're going to be doing a lot of recipes this week that involve onions. So I grabbed 2. And then I grabbed a thing of bananas. That's for snacks for the kids. Some potatoes. That's going to be for that bratwurst soup. Huge bag of cauliflower. Those are for the kids. And then some butternut squash also for the kids. This is the bratwurst soup. Star ingredient here. I saw these brats and cheddar, and I thought that was going to be great. If I don't end up doing a soup, I might do it as like a sheet pan. And then last but not least, I grabbed a couple of these sauces. I totally didn't realize that I grabbed such a large buffalo sauce. I need to pay attention to the ounces because I am the only one in this house that likes buffalo, so that's going to take me forever to get through. And then this Parmesan garlic sauce, it's so delicious. It's expensive for what it is. I like to grab that so I can avoid grabbing takeout. Basically, that's kind of like, you know, a more treat type item. But anyways, that is everything in the Kroger grocery haul today. One of my top recommendation / hacks, if you will, I don't even know if this could be considered a hack, but let's just call it a recommendation. Do not put away dirty produce. You will be more likely to utilize this produce if it's already washed and ready to go. So take the extra 5-10 minutes, wash your produce. You can use lemon juice, you can use vinegar, you can use really whatever you want. You could even just use water. I personally get the fruit and veggie wash from Trader Joe's, so that's what you're seeing here with all these suds. And I personally just put them in strainers that pull out of here. For this one, I just have like a large mixing bowl with a strainer inside it. And then I take it out, rinse it, put it on the counter, and then let it dry, and then I put them away. Am I perfect about this 100% of the time? No. Sometimes my schedule means I just got my groceries and I need to go run off to the next thing. But I try my very best to take the 5-10 minutes to get the produce prepped. That way when I'm ready to cook, that's one less step I have to do. Okay, here's the lineup for the chicken fajitas that are going to be going in the crock pot. I am not following a recipe, but I will type up what I end up doing in the description box, if you will. I also am going to be prepping some of this for other meals. So since I'm dicing up onion, I'm going to go ahead and dice up a bunch of onion. So some of them are going to be sliced onions for this chicken fajita situation. Some of it I'm going to be dicing using this nice little vegetable chopper. Same thing with the peppers. Some will be sliced, some will be diced. And then this is the sauce components in the back. Keeping it very simple. We're doing a can of rotel, a little bit of honey for sweetness, some avocado oil, some lime, garlic, and these are the seasonings I'm going with. Most of these are from Trader Joe's. So chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's, Cuban style citrusy garlic from Trader Joe's. Okay, so this one is from Trisha Leach with Keep Your Daydream. She has her own seasoning lines and I've really enjoyed them. And then some sea salt. These are the chicken boobies, if you will. Normally whenever I do anything like this, I always put some lime zest in there, but I'm using lime juice because I don't have real limes, but I need the zest of some type of citrus, so I'm going to be a weirdo and use some of my cutie mandarins. So that's going to get zested up and go in there as well.
Come a little closer, I want to dance with you. Everything's moving slower, what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see.
All right, next up, we're going to try and work on these eggs. So I turn to my robot. She starts with egg. Jeff Bezos is her master. She says 270 degrees in the air fryer for 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to be making 16 eggs. 10 of them are going to be used for hopefully deviled eggs. I'm going to try and make deviled eggs if I have time. The rest are going to be used for snacks for us, and we're going to try them with the kids to see if they will agree with hard-boiled eggs. I'm also going to be making some egg bites. I have this little silicone situation for the air fryer. So I'm hoping to take some of like the bell peppers and onions and some spinach, some cheese, stuff like that, and make some egg bites, kind of like Starbucks style. Now it says halfway through to turn the eggs, so I will do that. And then also it says get them in a ice bath as soon as they come out of the air fryer. So I'm gonna fill this up with ice and water.
Falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. I feel like the ocean. I can see you want this too. Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. Yeah, I'm falling in.
Let's do a real life check-in here. My crazy kitchen right now. So I've got my bag of veggie scraps. We have the broccoli has been steamed, so that's wonderful. I have the eggs. Some of them are gonna be for snacking, some are gonna be for deviled eggs. I just realized I don't have mustard, and I usually put mustard in my deviled eggs, like mixture. So it's not gonna be the exact same, but I will show you guys what I end up doing. I'll probably just go real simple this time. I've got some more egg bites in the air fryer. These ended up being the egg bites right here. They don't look like the Starbucks ones at all, but I have a feeling Oliver might like this. So it's got spinach, feta, bell pepper, onion, seasonings, and Greek yogurt. So it's high protein. I have a little trash bucket over here for any of my random nonsense. I gotta put the Greek yogurt away. And then we have the chicken fajitas in the crock pot going, and I have all of my diced peppers and onions waiting on other things. So we're doing great so far. All right, I came up with such a good plan for the deviled eggs. At least I hope it'll be a good plan. I do not have mustard, and normally you do like mayonnaise, mustard. Some people do relish, I don't. So my next thought was I'll just do some Worcestershire sauce because it has that kind of like tanginess that mustard has. But then I saw that I have some Chick-fil-A sauce in the fridge, and this has kind of like honey mustard vibes. So what I'm going to do is do mayonnaise with a little bit of Chick-fil-A sauce, celery salt, onion salt, and pepper. And then we'll just taste it. I usually put a dash of sugar in it, but I'm thinking the Chick-fil-A sauce is on the sweeter side, so I probably shouldn't have to do that. So we're gonna get these going. Now these are gonna be for us, so if you were concerned about the fact that I was using my hands, these are not getting given to anyone else. If I wasn't recording this, I probably wouldn't do this step, but I'm going to put the mixture inside the Ziploc bag and then just cut off the edge of the Ziploc bag and pipe it in here so it looks nice. These are just for us, honestly, but I just wanted to show you guys this step. If you want it to look like super good, you'd want to mix this a little bit more. But, so I cut way too big of a hole in that little Ziploc, so that's why these look crazy. But if you do it correctly, yours will look nice. I'm just going to sprinkle with a little paprika because those are the rules. I didn't make it up, I just follow it. And then John just said he will be the sacrificial lamb and he will test these out for all of us. So John, please join us over here.
Grab one.
I'm getting one with the big filling there.
I like this better than the one you made with the mustard.
Really? You know what it is? It's Chick-fil-A sauce. Mayonnaise and Chick-fil-A sauce.
Stop it.
Stop it. Good, right? I'm gonna grab another. Good thing we have 20.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so more meal prep going down. We have some baby carrots that I steamed up. Those are good to be diced up and used for the kids. And then also on deck is these cauliflower florets. I don't know if I talked about it in this video, but I use my rice cooker for all of my steaming of vegetables. It is so easy, especially if you have little ones that you really need to get super soft veggies out of. It's also great for meal prep. Rice cookers are super easy to clean. I've never had my rice taste like vegetables before, not that I would really care, but mine comes with a steamer basket, and it just like makes my life so easy. So I just wanted to share that there. All right, you guys, here is the result of the chicken fajitas. They've been in the crock pot all day. Normally what I would do is I would take this chicken breast and I would use my hand mixer or KitchenAid mixer to shred it up real good. But this time I kind of want it to be like on the chunkier side. So instead I'm going to use this meat masher that we have. This is usually for when we cook ground beef. And I'm just going to get it to the point where it's like larger chunks and not super shredded up, if that makes sense. For this, it would be really good over rice because it has all of these juices in there. But we are running low on rice and I need it for another recipe. So instead what we're going to do is put it over tortillas, which is kind of like, you know, chicken fajitas anyway. They should be on tortillas. So there's that. But this is all the delicious and very seasoned chicken that we get out of this. This is going to make a lot. All right, you guys, I have a super easy crock pot meal to share with you. It looks like there's a lot of components, but honestly, some of them are completely not necessary. So let's just go through it. The star of the show are these teriyaki and pineapple Aidell's chicken meatballs. You could use regular meatballs if you wanted. You could even use ground beef or ground turkey, but I like the dump and go aspect. This is a 2-pack. Each pack is about 23 ounces. So I will be using an entire pack for this recipe, but we'll save the other one for later. I also have 2 cups of hot water, and then I have this better than bouillon beef base. So I'm going to turn this into a beef broth, basically. For seasonings, I have the everything but the bagel and ground ginger. If you have fresh ginger and you like ginger, that's great. We're not huge ginger fans, so I'm going to use this very sparingly. The other star of the show is this Japanese barbecue sauce. Now, you could just make your own little mixture with like shoyu and brown sugar, or you could use a teriyaki sauce. I have this on hand. I think it's delicious, so I'm going to use it. We'll also be using a couple cloves of garlic, about a cup of shredded carrot. We're going to use some diced onion and diced pepper. I had already prepared this for myself and stored it for cooking. And then before the end of this, we will be adding in these ramen packets without the seasoning. Now, you can taste your dish at the end, and if you want it a little saltier, you could add the little seasoning packets from these. That is the entire lineup. I'm going to show you guys how I just dump it and go. So essentially, all of the ingredients with the exception of the ramen noodles are going in now. I'm going to cook it on high for about 2 hours. These are already fully cooked, so we're just basically raising the temperature. And then a half hour before we eat, we'll just dump in these ramen noodles, let it cook, and then you stir it all up, and it's a very, very fast and easy dinner.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass among the flowers. We just let the days pass by. People would tell us to get a grip of ourselves and get a job. We didn't care what we were told, 'cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time. Stay up all night singing songs on the terrace. We didn't mind sitting out in the cold. It was impossible to make us embarrassed. We were free. Do you remember stealing smokes from your parents? Sometimes we got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free.
Okay, friends, we are starting with the first step for the egg roll in a bowl crock-pot meal. Now, I'm going to be using this ground turkey right here, but you could use any meat that you want to. Ground beef, ground pork, ground chicken. So I'm just going to get my ground turkey directly into my crock-pot. Actually, I'm a liar. I just sprayed it with some avocado spray here, just so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Pop that in there, get that paper off. I'm gonna take this meat masher, break this up, and get it so it's as evenly spread as possible across the bottom of this dish. Okay, next up is seasoning. We're gonna hit it with salt, pepper, a tiny bit of red pepper flakes. I have like a mushroom umami seasoning from Trader Joe's I'm gonna use on there, and everything but the bagel seasoning. Okay, friends, so the ground turkey has been cooking for a while. It is fully cooked in there. I'm gonna get some of the grease out of here, just pour it out. And then we have all of the components that are gonna go in there. Now, one thing while you guys are watching this is I wish that I had thought ahead, because I wasn't really thinking, and put the onion, bell peppers, and garlic in with the ground turkey. My thing with the ground turkey is that I wanted to make sure that there was no pink left behind, so I didn't want to put in other bigger components or sauces. I wanted to make sure the ground turkey was fully cooked, but these would have been fine. But that's okay. Like, these would have seasoned it, but it's not the end of the world because it's gonna cook on low for another few hours, so it'll marinate and everything's fine. But I'm gonna take a shortcut with some minced garlic. You could use fresh garlic here. Another shortcut is this ground ginger. You could use fresh grated ginger as well. I have diced bell peppers of all the trio of colors here. Some diced white onion. I have a can of sliced water chestnuts that I will get open, drained, and I'm gonna use this chopper device here to dice it up so it's nice and small. I have some shredded carrots here, and then also a bag of angel hair coleslaw cabbage. So we're gonna use a little bit of that. I have hoisin sauce, shoyu, rice vinegar, and toasted sesame oil. So we're gonna do a little combo of that. And I think that's it. Normally I would recommend Aloha brand for the shoyu, but I'm trying to clean out my fridge, and we had this left over from one of our RV trips when I picked it up from Target. So that's all gonna go into this crock pot now, cook another couple hours on low, and then we can serve it over whatever we want. It's egg roll in a bowl, so if you wanted like a lower carb recipe, you could just eat it just like it is, or you could serve it over rice, ramen noodles, whatever. Whatever your heart calls you to do. We might do some white rice, we might just eat it as is and get a light dinner out of this, but here we go.
When we were 17, when we got older, we tried to stay in touch, but we had to move on. Life ran away from us. If I could go back, be 17 again, yeah, I would, just to see all my friends running around the city, acting crazy like we used to do. I wish I could turn back time.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. It means the absolute world to me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. If you need more, you need some more grocery hauls, you need some more meal prep inspiration, please feel free to check out the rest of my channel because I have plenty to offer you, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.